Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Third Man In, where we talk all things Supercoach. I'm Nick.
I'm Milan.
Milan, our prayers have been answered. Matt Elliott is gone.
The carousel continues. Oh, wow.
It's, look, I think all the Warriors fans are going to be very excited. Anyone who has Sean Johnson in their team is going to be even more excited. I'm very excited to see what will happen now. I think they're going to unleash.
So he's projected of what?
Don't worry about that. It's just...
Okay. So the third man in, the Nick projection is what?
Warriors to just...
No, what Sean Johnson's actual projections?
Sean Johnson, he'll probably average about 70 plus over the next 3 weeks.
Probably get injured, not gonna lie.
But look, they'll at least have one good game after the new coach put in, and then. But look, it's good that he's already cut the fat. Mateo's gone, Townsend's gone. I think it's good that they've, he's kind of let them know that average isn't going to do anymore. So I'm quite happy with how he's taken on the reins.
Yeah, for all of you watching, welcome to the Warriors show. But anyway, moving on to more impressive matters. A few injuries which we'll be talking about this week, and also some projected rises and drops. The blacklist, I think, is back. What else have we got on?
We've got The Price is Right.
Oh, new segment. Price is Right. I know. And my favourite, Rookie Watch.
Rookie Watch is back.
So it's that all-important time of the week, the projected price rise or cash cows or the suckling pigs, whatever you want to call it. I think everyone knows the must-have.
Yes.
And that is my mate, Apasai.
Apasai. His average, 55 odd, is pretty much a must-have this week. He's going to make some cash.
Probably only pays about 50 minutes too.
Yeah, exactly.
Play the 80 Maguire. Let him go.
Yeah, great points per minute player. Must-have for that. But look, beyond that, I'm not sure there's much out there. Nathan Stapleton. That's a trap, just to be clear. Don't purchase him. It's a waste of a trade.
You don't think he'll score another 4 tries this weekend?
Look, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
A solid no.
Well, Manly were pretty pathetic last week against the Tigers, so...
Well, that's true, but well, I don't think he's even going to keep his spot when Fecky's back, so you might get 20 grand this week, but then...
Waste of a trade?
Yeah, waste of 2 trades, so...
I can't believe we're even talking about him.
Yeah, okay, moving on. Anyone else you got there?
Well, I think these guys, everyone, Nathan Peets, if you haven't got him, what are you even doing? Greg Inglis is making money after another barnstorming week.
He's probably the cheapest he will be for a while. So
if you are going to buy him, then this is probably the week to get him.
Yeah.
But anyone else besides the usual suspects like Arona and Mao and all those guys?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, thanks, Nick. so
that's
it for projected rises this week. And not much out there, so just stay true.
Okay, into this week's watch list. Milan, who are you looking at for the next couple rounds who might provide some good value in rounds to come?
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this because he's playing pretty poor, but I think Ben Barber is definitely one to be watching out for. I don't think he's really made a line break or...
Not a try, not a line break, nothing.
Nothing, no assist or anything. Has he scored a try? I think he has scored a try.
Maybe he has.
Yeah, but he's really quiet this year, but I don't think that's going to last for long. The more games he plays, I think the more confidence he start getting, or... I don't know, maybe around 26 he might finally come good, who knows. But he's definitely getting cheaper and cheaper by the week, so...
Yeah. For someone who started last season at 360,000 and more than likely going to be under 200 next week, it's a sleeping giant. You've got to think he's got to get used to that Broncos lineup. He's got to provide something. I mean, we all know what he can produce. So, and over Origin, not likely to be in that team. So you've got to think at the Broncos, he's got to have to step up and take hold of the mantle there. So,
or just keep doing what you're doing and let Ben Hunt do everything.
Hang out at the back,
but anyone else, obviously, everyone who really would have got rid of Sonny Bill in the first week. He's getting cheaper. I think his first price rise or drop, although it's projected drop, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, he has 119 break even this week, so he's going to drop over the next couple of weeks.
They're playing the Eels.
Yeah, so
should be a lot more. I think it'll be a lot easier than whoever the Bulldogs last week. They shut him down.
That's true. Yeah.
But although you never know, Jailbird.
Yeah. Look, I mean, he's gonna be pretty much a must over Origin. I think plays for the Roosters. Not an Origin player, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't be trading him out. There's a few people out there writing, "Oh, should I get rid of Sonny Bill?" No, he's just. You buy the guy and you just leave him there. You let him do his job. He's getting consistent 50s anyway at the moment, but he will score more. Just let him go.
So for those who did sell him originally, and now it's just a time of picking him off at the cheapest you can. So look out for his break even next week. Probably in the next 2 or so weeks, I think he might bottom out. So
that's it. Keep checking the BEs, or if not, hit us up for a few questions. We'll check it out for you. We paid the $20, you tight asses. But Glenn, I'm telling you, I said it last week, although he didn't play, but Glenn Stewart is going to drop about 20k unless he hits that magical 95. But he may, but I don't think he will. But that, mate, I'm telling you, a quality back rower for just about 200k. I don't think he's playing Origin this year unless something happens.
Surely not.
But he could be a good value buy there if you're looking for a cheap alternative.
If he can just stay on the bloody field, like when he's consistently playing, he's a workhorse. He gets it. I mean, and in attack, he's always setting up assists.
Well, he's like a second 5'8", pretty much in attack. So definitely. I don't know. I'll be trying to fit him in somewhere, but it's hard. It's hard.
Interestingly, Manly have one of the first 2 buys. They get it over and done straight away. So possibly after that second buy, if he's still relatively around where he is now, I think he probably worth getting on then. So
true. Well, the way we talk about players, end up putting a mocker on them anyway, and they either go down injured or suspended. So it's just pencil him in under the question mark.
Although we did have Todd Carney in the watch list last week.
That's right. Look at him go. Son of a gun.
3 men in. So I think Ben Barber's going to go.
That's without kicking goals too. So yeah.
Impressive.
So with that, the Barber's either going to go great or he's just going to die in the arse. So, but that's it for the watch list this week. So it's back. One of my favourite segments, Rookie Watch.
Great segment.
All 6 of them. But Tigers, new rookie Tedesco getting injured as usual. He goes out. He's probably gone for at least three or 4 weeks.
They're saying 6 to 9 weeks. It's looking like.
Oh, okay. I thought it was at around 9. I can't read good, but okay. So 6 to 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's a big blow for the Tigers, unfortunately.
So is this the man, Curtis Rowe?
Well, it was a bit of a surprise actually. I think most people are of the opinion that Nafaluma or Simona would even fill in at fullback, but Curtis Rowe's coming in from...
I was hoping they'd bring Tim Brasher back.
Oh, me too. I've been hoping for years for that. But look, I think he's a bit like Dallin from last week. Probably just a bit earlier than everyone expected. But he played Kiwi Juniors last year. He scored 26 tries from 26 games for the Tigers last year in the Holden Cup. So he knows how to get the ball over the line. And the best stat of all, he comes from Keebra Park High School, which of course was the birthplace, some might say in football terms, of Benji Marshall. So take with that as you will. Same school.
Whakatane. So, okay. Yeah. I have nothing else really to say because I haven't really heard of this guy until we looked at the team list. But so you definitely say he's a guy to maybe pencil in.
Look,
I think looking at the projected trades so far, there are people flocking to him.
I think given that he's that 87 player, and he's I think as long as he doesn't put in a catastrophic performance, he's going to have that spot wrapped up for 6 to 9 weeks now. So 87k player playing fullback, it's kind of just in that makes it a must-have. But in saying that, I don't expect him to be a James Tedesco. I think it is a bit before his time, so he's not going to be possibly that much of an impact. But look, hopefully it'll be a good experience for him and get some points, make a bit of cash, and then get Teddy back in. Okay, Milan, it's time for The Price is Right.
That's right.
What's this about?
Well, it's a new segment because, I spoke to Twitter land and Facebook land and got a few faxes in. And people are asking, when to sell Copley? When do I get rid of this player? When do I trade in this player? So, we're gonna sit back and discuss. Although once I started looking into it, I was like, why would you trade any of these guys? But let's get the ball rolling. And I think the first one a lot of people asking was Dale Copley. When do we trade him out? I think last week, if you read the Daily Telegraph, and if you read NRL, the Lone Scout, even though it's nothing to do with Supercoach, but it's good to always keep different opinions on. They were saying get rid of him. He's going to the wing. Hodges is back, old glass hammies, and pulls off a try in the first, first whatever. I was cheering because I kept him, champion that I am, and he pulls off another solid 50 60 points, and I think his BE's at like a ridiculously low amount.
It's still minus.
It's either minus or single digits.
Low,
definitely have to check that, even though we're filming. I think at this moment, if you don't need to trade him out, and unless you're looking for money, just wait. Wait it out, guys. Unless you need to put someone in really urgently, which I don't see why you'd need, because you're not really going to be making that much money.
Yeah, I think that's key. There's no rush with these things. Unless a player is going to be losing massive, but I don't see a rush. Particularly guys like Allwood and who's the other one? Tuanamapia. Look, they haven't set the league alight in Supercoach terms. They've made it.
Tuanapia's getting a bit better. I think he's now starting to go search for the ball a lot more. He's not just waiting on the wing either. I think when he scored his first try a couple of games ago, after he did that, all of a sudden he just went looking for the ball. So, it builds a bit more confidence. But, if they're pulling off solid 40s or 30s and you only got them there for price difference, there's no point of selling these guys just yet. Just let them be. There's only one quality, or from what we've seen so far, one quality centre that's real cheap that's come in. That's the new Panthers rookie, Zolzniak. So, there's no rush to buy him just yet either. So, I don't know.
Yeah, look, those two guys in particular, they're going to keep that average. They haven't made that much money, so the averages are going to be very achievable. So it's only going to take one big score, like Jared Beale had a couple of weeks ago, and then you'll get a couple of weeks rise out of there. So no rush with that. Let it go. Lily Tonga might be another story.
Yeah, Lily Tonga, I got rid of him ages ago. Then he pulls off 100.
Yeah, look,
and then and then he got 14 again. It's just, I don't know, for me, get rid of him.
Yeah, I think in terms of the centre wing cheapies, I think he's at the top of my list for mine.
Him and probably Hopper. I think a lot of people were a bit worried about Hopper. I think Hopper might drop a bit because I think he just needs a few more games to get back into the swing of it. So, it's just probably a cheapie that'll be worth buying a little bit later on. I think another one was Jared Beale. People were wondering what to do because he is a bit of a hit-and-miss player. One week he can have about 20, 30. The next week he's got a fair few. But, I think his BE's in the minus again.
Yeah.
So there's no point of trading out someone who's going to make you money unless you're in that dire strait of need to trade. So it's just crazy some of these trades that people are suggesting is I can understand why you want to do it, but sometimes it's just not the smart thing to do. But I guess it depends on what you're playing. So another big week done and dusted. I think a few things that have come to mind. James Tedesco going down. I think it's popping up in from the Tuesday team list that Nick put up during the week. A big one. Huge one. Leichhardt Oval was just a curse to that kid. It just it always happens. I swear to God, we put the mocker on someone on this show. It's just but yeah, definitely. Who are you seeing as your James Tedesco replacement?
To me, I think I've got 4 options. There are a few options, which is good for super coaches. I think you do need to trade for a relatively high scorer or a gun. I've got it down to Greg Inglis, Jared Hayne, Josh Mansour and Anthony Milford. I think they're the best in that position to fill in. I guess it's just a matter of weighing up things like Origin. Now, it's obviously going to affect probably Greg Inglis more so.
What about Hurrell?
Hurrell, he's an option. I probably don't see him as... I guess the Origin is a big one with him, that he won't play.
He got 50-odd points in a
Yeah,
team
in
that
a
got
drubbing,
walloped,
yeah.
and I think his base points were 40-odd. Like, and that's a guy playing in the
That's true.
centres.
But look, I'm not sure with the Warriors.
Okay.
I don't know.
Calm down. Not sure about the Warriors, mate. That's what you can talk about at the start of the season.
Sean Johnson. It's Sean Johnson's show, not the Warriors show.
But yeah, Greg Inglis, you're saying?
Yeah, I think Inglis. If you're not worried about Origin, I think he's probably the best buy at his price. He's not going to be that cheap for a while. It's just that the Rabbitohs have their buys outside the major buys, so it means he's going to miss 5 games over that period. That's the issue with him. Similar to players like Farah for the Tigers. So that's the one thing. Whereas Hayne, both the Paras buys are in those Origin rounds, so he's guaranteed to only miss those 3 rounds. So,
well, has the ship sailed for Mansour? Do you think?
Personally, I think so. I think if you don't have him, I don't see him as a must to get in. I just think his price now is based on his average around 92 over the last 3 rounds or whatnot. I can't see him holding that average. Like, he's a great player, he's an absolute gun, but I just think his value is just over what it possibly should be and will be. And I just think when you've got players like Hayne, Inglis, or cheaper than him, I think the boat's definitely sailed, and you should be going with one of the proven guns.
Okay, so I'll pose another question to you. If you got a team and, you know, unless you've gone for the dominant forwards up the front and, you know, a few stringy backs, then yeah, okay, you're going to trade for a gun. But if you've got a fair and well-balanced team at the moment, and you already got like an Inglis and Mansour and somehow had Tedesco on your side, and, you know, Hayne was pretty cheap at the start of the season, so there's a good chance a lot of people had Hayne at 5'8" or whatever. Who are you bringing in then? Are you then trading him down for a cheaper player so you got some money in the bank for later on in the stages? And if so, what players? Or if not, do you trade up for another gun?
Yeah, I personally, I don't think downgrading's the move for Tedesco. I think most people that had him would have had him in the starting 13 there. And I think for a player that was averaging what he was, I think you need a proven gun who can fill that in. So I don't think he's the person you should be trying to save money on. I think it's other places, you know, whether it's cashing in some of your cash cows such as Willie Tonga. I think that's where you should be trying to make the money, not from someone like Tedesco.
Okay. Well, you know, he's going to be out 6 to 9 weeks, so, you know, that is the question everyone's asking, do I trade him down for the new, you know, the new fullback from, you know, the Tigers, Curtis Rowe, or, you know, do I get the new Panthers winger, or do I get such and such, or, you know, it's just, these are the questions that people are asking. So I guess if, you know, for me personally, if you already got a lot of guns, like in my team I already have Hurrell, Mansour and Inglis in a pretty quality forward pack, it's like, do I trade him down for a cheap winger who's just going to sit there, or a fullback, and then put some more money out pumping up another one of my forwards? I don't know. Like, it's just one of the questions I get from your input, because you're a more overall player. But the head-to-head, I don't know, I think a little bit differently, but that's just me.
And that won't very well decide what you do with him, because head-to-head, I wouldn't be worried about Origin players, so it also, Greg Inglis would be for sure. Origin-wise, Hayne, because he only misses those 3 games, he'd probably be my favourite for that, or Milford. But my only thing with Milford is I think he's probably a bit pricey at what he is. I think
Yeah,
he'll go
I think
down.
he'll drop soon.
He'll drop, so he might be a good one in a couple of weeks.
So I know a few people were a bit surprised by Townsend getting dropped. But I don't know. It wasn't really much of a surprise to me because Luluai was pretty good for Johnson last week. Good pairing. Last year, good pairing, and it was only a matter of time before he came back. And you know, Matty Elliott is your coach, and he's not exactly the greatest coach, but some cheap half replacements because I know that's a few.
There's nothing else.
I can't even suggest Ben Hampton. Like, if you have Ben Hampton, you don't even want to trade him back in forage, and he's just gone that bad. But
there's just nothing there. It's so depressing.
Personally, I think you're gonna have to spend a bit of money and pump up your half. I think Townsend was probably at the stage where he was hitting his max earning potential anyway, about just over that 200 mark. I think his BE was up to 660 odd. So you know, it's just. It's one of those things, guys. You either bite the bullet. If he's your reserve half, then you could probably get away with getting in a rookie half that might play a couple of games and wait it out. So, yeah, that's it for the week. I hope we've helped answer a few of the questions. But like we always say every week, guys, feel free to hit us up on our Twitter handle at @thirdmanin_SC. Also, you know, Third Man In Facebook page. Hit us up on that. Post away any questions or, you know, any funny jokes or anything. We don't care if you want to take the piss out of us. It's fine. You know, we're up for it. Still waiting for Chad's reply from last week.
Nothing from Chad this week, unfortunately.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I think we've got another article coming out on Raw this week.
We started our Raw articles last week, so look out for one that'll be online as well. We'll put the link up as soon as it's published for that too. So Third Man In, we're getting out there. So you know, keep reading, keep sharing, keep.
That's right. Tell the family, tell your mum, tell the bingo players at home for your nan,
your pastor, the priest. Everyone.
That's right. Just tell everyone. Just get it out there. We know you want to share all this great juicy goss that we come up with. No, you don't. But anyway, that's another week.
It's another week. So look, thanks for the support, guys, and until next week, happy tinkering.
See you later.